Kings. Uh, what we witnessed is that Karachi Kings was losing all these matches in the last 5 overs. So what was the management doing?
Look, at the end of the day, you've got a set of players that you've picked up in the draft, and sometimes you've got to back those guys. And the players obviously have to deliver. That's why they've been picked. But the game goes that way sometimes, you know. Unfortunately. Sorry, I've been running up the stairs, so I'm a little bit out of breath.
But last 5 overs problem, if you do it once, it's a mistake. If you do it regularly, then it's a habit.
Yes, but the game is not that easy. It's not a problem that you can fix overnight, you know. It's death bowling is a skill. It's a special skill which you have particular players, you get particular players for that skill. For me, Amir is one of the best death bowlers in Pakistan, and he is a specialist in that position. And in any T20 side now, you need 2 guys who can do that. And also another guy, the third person, who's relatively good as well. So unfortunately, we didn't have the second guy who could do it as well as Amir.
Hi Ravi. Since this HBL PSL 8 is not very much good for Karachi Kings, but wanted to know some positives, just like 2 very good youngsters who performed really well in the Pakistan domestic season. One is Qasim Akram and other is Tayyib Tahir. Tayyib Tahir eventually scored 50 on his first game, and Qasim Akram got the game but not able to convert it into a good start. Your findings on this talent, obviously you are monitoring their net sessions.
Yeah, this is obviously the first time I've seen these guys play, and I've been very impressed with the youngsters. They're very good boys. They're very good boys. They're always happy, they're joyful, got a lot of energy. Tahir has really impressed me with his shot selection, his power. You know, he's quite a powerful boy. You can see in the field as well, he's a very good fielder, moves well, very good arm, and is able to hit the ball from a strong base, which is everything you really need as a batsman. So, you know, he's got hopefully a very big future for himself. And Qasim Akram, we haven't seen a lot of him, but in the nets, I've seen a lot of him, and he also looks a class player as well. He's got all the attributes, and also we didn't get an opportunity to see his bowling. He's actually a very good off spinner as well. So. He looks to be a very good cricketer, and let's not forget Niazi as well. He's shown how good he is in the field. He's played, he's had a couple of good knocks as well, so very excited for those 3 boys.
Tough luck, still you're smiling. It's a good thing that after another defeat. What I wanted to ask you about a couple of things. Couple of drop catches. You were talking about Tayyib Tahir. He's a good fielder. We do know him, and we're following him since Pakistani domestic structure. As you said that, I mean, bowling in the death over is an art. So it's been an amazing thing for me that Wasim Akram, the legend, swing of Sultan, and sitting in the dugout, but still your bowlers are not performing well in the death overs. What's the reason behind that? Thank you.
Look, Wasim Akram can't make you bowl a Yorker. You know, at the end of the day, he can only advise you and help you how to get better at the skill. Ultimately, it comes down to the player himself and how hard he works on that particular skill. It takes a long time to learn death bowling, and the best Yorker bowler of all time in any cricket was Malinga, and his average was 4 Yorkers per over. He couldn't land 6 in 6. He might the odd over land 6 in 6, but his average was 4 per over. That's the best of all time. So if we're being realistic, no one else is going to do that. So, you know, we expect people to hit 5, 6 Yorkers and over. That's not going to happen. Be realistic. And if you can land 3, you're not far off Malinga, who was the best. So you got to find other ways of getting away. Can you bowl a really good slower ball, which then makes your other balls more effective? A good bouncer, a good slow ball bouncer. Can you be smart with your lines? Can you go wide, then back to straight and keep the batsman guessing? There's many different ways of bowling at the death. if you can't bowl 6 in 6 Yorkers, because nowadays if you miss, they'll hit you for 6. They're small boundaries, they're good wickets. The ball travels in Pakistan as well, so you've just got to work out other ways of bowling death bowling. You can't expect people to bowl 4 to 6 Yorkers and over. It's not going to happen.
Thank you so much. One last thing, if you allow me. As Lahore Qalandars, they have a players development program. Being part of management of Karachi Kings, would you suggest to Karachi Kings they could also follow the same process, go in the suburbs of Karachi and the other parts of the country and try to hunt the talent?
Yeah, I think it's certainly a good idea. I don't know if Karachi are doing that. It's my first season in the management group. I'm sure I'll talk to Salman and his team and find out what actually happens. So, I mean, if that's not happening, it would be a great idea to do it, because there's so much talent and so many, these kids bowling out there. There's so many kids bowling 140, 145 who are not getting seen maybe. So that would be interesting, I think. Yeah, I think it'll be good.